goes into the skin, like it goes into the skin effortlessly. It's a true finger, right? So here you go. This is what I have. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Genevieve, and if you're seeing me for the first time, nice to meet you. Welcome back to the channel. On this channel I share loads of content on motherhood, lifestyle, skincare, and all that good stuff. If you're seeing me for the first time, please do well to subscribe to my channel and stay put here. All my oldies, you guys are the bomb. Let's get straight to this video. On today's video, I'm going to be exploring one of my latest additions to my skincare routine. Guys, a couple of weeks back, I was just feeling a little unusual with my skincare, and I decided to speak with an esthetician, and she recommended quite a number of skincare products that I included into my skincare routine, and I'll be sharing some of them with you guys. I'm going to be introducing to you guys this sunscreen, the Skin Aqua Japanese Sunscreen. I know that this sunscreen is not a very new one because I didn't know anything about it. As a matter of fact, this is the second sunscreen I'm ever using. The first sunscreen that I used this time last year, towards summer last year, it left a white cast. In fact, it made me uninterested in using sunscreens. Okay, so I decided to try out this one as recommended by my esthetician. Guys, I didn't know that there was a lot of fuss about this sunscreen. So on this video, I'm going to be giving my honest review. I've been using it for about 3 weeks now. I'm going to be giving my honest review with respect to the costs, the texture, everything you need to know about this particular Skin Aqua Japanese sunscreen. So if this is something you would love to see, if this is a video you would love to see, I encourage you to watch this video to the end. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So let's jump right into the video immediately. Before I get into reviewing the product, I'm going to mention a few things you should look out for if you're looking for a sunscreen. Generally, if you want to buy a sunscreen, look at the things that you must look out for: the sun protection factor, the texture, the finishing of the sunscreen, and of course affordability. So I'm going to check if this particular sunscreen checks the box for me. Remember that what checked the box for me might not work for another individual, so my review is personally based on my experience, which might be different from every other person's experience. So if that makes sense, let's review this sunscreen. This is a Japanese sunscreen. It's a Skin Aqua Japanese sunscreen, and it says UV Super Moisture Gel, SPF 50 plus. So for the sun protection factor, the SPF, it has 50 plus. The dermatologists advise that if you're picking a sunscreen, pick sunscreen that is at least 30 and above. So this one is already 50, which means it checks the box for the sun protection factor. It also has a broad spectrum because it protects from both the UVA and the UVB rays, the both dangerous rays from sunlight. This sunscreen is known to protect from both UVA and the UVB rays. So that's another advantage when it comes to the sun protection factor. I'm going to be going to the texture. Okay, so for the texture, it is very lightweight, goes into the skin, like it goes into the skin effortlessly. It slides into the skin effortlessly. You don't need to do too much. Like, I've seen people do reviews on sunscreen, and it's actually very funny. After putting on the sunscreen, it takes like years. I don't want to say years, but it actually takes a very long time for the sunscreen to glide into the skin. So for this particular Skin Aqua Japanese sunscreen, it glides into the skin, like it literally glides into the skin. So I will encourage you to watch this video to the end, because after reviewing the sunscreen, we're going to apply the sunscreen together. So to have that experience, watch the video to the end. Besides the fact that it glides into the skin perfectly, it leaves like this matte sheer finish. The finish is actually very beautiful, so that checks the box for the texture for me. The next thing for me is the longevity. Once I apply in the morning, I do the whole 3 hand, right? thingy, the 3-hand rule to apply sunscreen. Once I apply it in the morning, for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've not really been doing makeup and all. I've just been doing my skincare routine, and I'll put lippy and I can do my eyebrow. So once I do it, the sunscreen is the last thing I put on my skin, all the way around my neck and ear. It stays on my skin all through the day, and most times I find myself up and about doing stuff in the sun, up and about, and I don't ever feel a need to reapply. You know, the estheticians will tell you to keep reapplying your sunscreen and keep reapplying your sunscreen, but because of the way this one is, it stays on my skin all through, and it has this waterproof and water resistance formula. So even when you go to the beach or go to the pool and swim with it, you may not have a need to reapply this sunscreen. Guys, hey, question is, does it sting in the eyes when you wear it? That's the next question. Does it sting in the eyes? I've seen a lot of people complain about sunscreen stinging and all, making their eyes pepper and all. Does it? We'll find out here. I've used it before. I'm not going to say anything, so we'll just apply it together and then we'll see whether it stings or it doesn't sting. Finally, does it leave a white cast after application? It does not leave a white cast after application. Like I said, I've used it for 2 weeks and I've not seen any white cast on my face. So, which is the reason why we're going to be applying this sunscreen together here right now before you, and we'll see the end of it and the end result. Advantage of this sunscreen is that it contains hydrating ingredients that helps to keep the skin supple, really written in Japanese or Chinese language. But then I did my few research about the ingredients, and there is collagen, there is hyaluronic acid. If I pronounced that correctly, I will try and leave it on the screen, which helps to keep the face moisturized and, you know, supple and glowing all through the day. So that's another advantage. Besides the fact that it's a sunscreen, it's also a very good moisturizer. It doubles as a moisturizer. They say it's suitable for all skin types, oily skin, dry skin, and whatever kind of skin that you have. And so I will also advise that before you use any of this product, you should speak with either an esthetician or a dermatologist so that you get the best prescription for your skin. You get the best advice based on your skin type and whatever skin condition that you may have. Now that we have talked about all the things to expect when using this sunscreen, I think it's only fair that we get to try to use this sunscreen here right now. So I'll get my mirror and then we will use this sunscreen right now. Don't go away. So let's try putting this on now, and we'll do the 3-finger right, and then if you see me looking that way, I'm just looking at the mirror. So all right, guys, I've blended it into my skin. I'm looking at the mirror to see if I did a good job blending. So here you go. This is what I have after doing the blending. I usually rub it all the way down to my neck, my chest, but because of this, the clothes I'm wearing, I am not able to, you know, walk up to my chest. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, this is it. You can see I'm going to turn to my left and I'm going to turn to my right. Generally, here is my take on this sunscreen. For the texture, it checks the box for me. For the sun protecting factor, it checks the box for me. Also, for the affordability, I got it for £19.99 on Amazon, and I'm sure it's available every other place, but on Amazon, I got it from Amazon for £19.99. So it completely checks all the boxes for me. For £19 sunscreen, I say it is quite affordable because I was given a list of sunscreens to purchase by my esthetician, and they are really, really expensive. sunscreen. So for a sunscreen that gives me this particular one, I will say it is 8/10. The reason why I'm not giving it 10/10 is because I'm not an expert and I am not a dermatologist, neither am I an esthetician. So for my own knowledge, I'll just give it 8/10 in case there's something else I missed out. So thank you for watching, guys. I've come to the end of this video. Do well to subscribe to my channel and watch out for the next review and my next videos. See you guys. Bye.